It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns. Only one of these teams will earn a shot at the Lombardi. The AFC title game is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Right to the air with May. Oh, it's intercepted. What a start. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
May's pass. Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Escape. He loses the football. Scooped up by the Patriots. And deep in their own territory, they're going to take possession now after the fumble. Did not want to start like that. They get their shot to show what they can do, and they cough it up immediately, and they're off the field in one play.
Did you see what I saw there, Kate? I think I saw the excitement leave their body as somebody else was on top of that fumble. If you're the type to believe in omens, this is a very worrying start to this game.
First down play, that's in 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Here's the pistol snap to May. That's him on the quick hitter. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
It's 16 yards on that play. And that's a New England first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back-to-back carries here. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. A pickup of 17. And the Patriots will have a first down.
32-yard line.
Here's May. Gets his tight end on the corner route. He gets this down to the 13-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field.
Touchdown, New England. The Patriots parlay the turnover into a lead.
Touchdown, New England.
We know all these players are aware of what's at stake here, Brock, and that is the score they needed to get them moving in this conference final.
We know it's not how you start, it's how you finish, especially with stakes this high. Jeez, you couldn't start any better.
Now Borregales on to send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Taken in by Williams outright. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
On first down, they'll run. On the move, past the 40. Running down the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds after the big gain. Now down inside the 15. Give him 38 on that one. And that's a Browns first down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Let's go now.
From the red zone now. Short pass brought in. And this one doesn't go far.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
And that's going to be an 8-yard gain, it looks like, as it puts them in goal to go.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
On the set.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. QB sneak coming. Watching the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces 3rd and goal.
I think I could see that sideline considering a challenge down there. It was close, but I think he got barely enough to escape the end zone. Another run might not be so lucky.
Defense made the stand last time. Do they have another one in them here on 3rd and goal?
Ready.
This time looking to throw. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns cut it to a low point on the scoreboard. Setting up to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns tie this game 7-7. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Starting from the 5. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
This is our last play of the quarter.
Here we go, throw.
To the air on 1st down, May. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. So we're through one here in the AFC title game. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Patriots football. They've got a first to begin the frame. Here's the handoff. Having gained about a handful there. It was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Another carry for him. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Give him 8 yards on the play. That's a New England 1st down.
And 8 yards Patriots.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And they bring him down around the 34. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Patriots, first down. A 5-yard gain on the play. And a Patriot first down.
Made a throw it. Another one caught by St. Brown. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll try and punch it in. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
That's got to be so frustrating for the run. If you're fighting the good fight, he even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
He gets it headed right. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
Big man up front said, "Not in my house." Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
Here's May, 3rd and goal. Throws caught, and he drives this forward to the 6.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, you do it through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
On the ready.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marte Mafu. And the Patriots take possession down inside the 30 after the interception. 2nd down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, "Hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league."
Operating from the gun, here's May. It's taken in by Williams. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
And the Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Crazy. 5.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. And goes to the hurry up here.
A gain of 4. It's now second down and 6. At the 9.
Motioning Williams left. From the gun, it's May. That one connects. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone, but what a nice first and goal here from the 2.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Patriots will add to their lead at the end of the half. Corey Gallis on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots make it a 10-point ball game. Now Borregales on to send it away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
At their own 35-yard line.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. That is Cox. This is Fant working downfield. And he takes it down to the 33. We get a timeout. 8 seconds remaining before halftime.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
Just the Eagle. Ready.
They'll throw it here on first. Throwing for the end zone. Somebody there, and he knocks it away. Couldn't connect for it all on that first down. So back to the drawing board they go for second.
Defended by Tyreek Stevenson.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7. The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting in the wings for whoever can finish this game out as we're back underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out first and 10.
Come on. Set.
Working now from the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Cougar 19. Go.
They'll run here on first down. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Let's go.
Takes the second down snap. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Okay, ready.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Cowboy 80. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they only get a couple when they needed a good bit more, Brock. That's going to make it fourth down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's fourth down.
And a field goal try coming up shortly from the Browns. He better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's May. He's going deep this time. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw, swatted away by the defense.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two, it could have gone the other way.
May trying again here on 2nd. Complete out to the right. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works. They come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Now, not a traditional spot we see teams going for it, but they only need a few inches. Looking to throw. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Nice cut, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns take the lead on the first play of the drive. Extra point attempt coming up. And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key tally kept off the scoreboard, Brock. To see how and if this comes into play later in the second half. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. On play action, here's May. Finds his back complete. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Handoff now out of the gun. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First down, May. Has it downfield, working the left. And they get this down to the 28. It's a gain of 19 on the play. That's a New England first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Now give it to Hill. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Quick throw completed by May. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Man in motion here. May now to throw on 3rd. It's on target to Williams. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. 6-yard gain on the play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Patriot 1st down.
He's got it on the bootleg. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. The give now out of the shotgun. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting off. That's the 1st down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Only one frame remains before we see who's going to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. The Patriots have it, but their postseason run in jeopardy as they trail. All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Hand off to the back. And he's going to make it in for the New England touchdown. The Patriots take a 4th quarter lead. Corey Gallis on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots jump in front now by 5. Now Corey Gallis on to send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Blown back to the backfield, and they give it to him. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
70 Rangers, 70.
Looking to throw here. Finds him over the middle. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. I'll throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it's going to be 2nd down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Going deep here for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a 3rd down.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Come on, come on. Ready?
To the air on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Setting him on the dive. Fights his way through a tackle. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Let's go.
This one to Williams out left side. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Start. Let's go.
They'll try the right side. Here's Henderson. And that short gain is enough for a new set of down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
From the red zone on 1st. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal.
This is maybe one of the only spots in goal-to-goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a 4th quarter lead. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
The Browns will line up.
Right, they're going to throw for it. Oh, he lost the football. Scooped up by the Patriots. He's at midfield. 30 into the red zone. And he does it, Brock. He takes the fumble all the way back for 2 points the other way.
Patriots 26, Browns 25.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone, so the football will come back out to the 20. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Dive play straight ahead. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Going play action, May. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's a New England 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Patriots clinging to a 1-point lead. They've got first down here from the 36. Plowing up the middle. And there's the stomp, but he's got 9 yards on first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Trying the sneak, May. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
Okay, that fits under the umbrella of some coaches just don't want to mess around. That's about as conservative as it gets. Instead of taking some shots, which you could do in second and short, they decide to just move those chains.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. And he gets it on the design keeper. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Back to the line they come, second down. Through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Third down, and they need to get 10. Looking to throw. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it. But it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
The Patriots have their punting unit out. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's first and 10.
Buffalo 65 6. Hurt. Hurt. 19 tight. 19 tight.
He'll look to throw it. Hits his running back. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Give him 25 on that play. And that's a Browns first down. The Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Offense to the line, second down.
60 Eagles. 18 Rattler. Bronco 80. Ready?
Here he is to throw. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this third down.
Such a big part of that breakup, Kate, or any breakup as a corner, is your positioning relative to the target, and really the timing of it all. You can be in the right spot, but if you don't time it, that ball is still caught at this league. That corner played that one nearly perfectly.
Hold it ready.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. All right, got a timeout here. Just 8 seconds remaining in our ball game.
On the jump.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Let's go now. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Pioneer. Let's go.
Throwing now. This is for the ball game. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, kid. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
This is outside of field goal range, so no choice but to go for it here.
Come on. Set. Gravity Lions. Dragon 60. Trap 50. Trap 50.
One final shot here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs. So the Patriots come in and take the win on the road. They are Super Bowl bound, Brock. We now know who's going to be representing the AFC in the battle for the Lombardi.
Yeah, you never set out with the goal to be good. You set out to be great. You don't set out to just be a playoff team. You set out to be one of the two teams playing on that special stage of the Super Bowl. And with this win, now they will be.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Patriots emerge as winners. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.